What's going on, guys? Welcome back. We have another video. It is another NASCAR video. It's getting kind of crazy out there with NASCAR being multiple nights a week. We're super excited about it. We're bringing you this content. We've got some... Well, obviously we're going to go over the article, which this is what it is. And then we're going to go over the tool that we've got going on. And if you have any questions at all, you may ask. I will try to answer them. If this video gets 25 likes, we'll throw out a FanDuel and DraftKings GPP NASCAR lineup for tonight. It is a shorter race. It does start later on tonight, so you guys definitely have time to get the likes up on this. If you haven't already, please subscribe. But what I really like about this, we've got so many great options for you. And I hope that you guys have checked us out. We do offer new subscription. You can get a week subscription or a week pass, and you're going to obviously get multiple NASCAR articles, seeing as they're Sunday, probably Sunday, Wednesday. Not really doing, as of right now, we're not really doing the Xfinity or the Truck Series. There's not a lot of exposure, and there's not a lot of people wanting that I've seen. So we'll look at that. But if that is something you're interested in, definitely let me know. Any questions at all, you can always email me. It is support@fantasyteamadvisors.com. I will try to answer it as quickly as possible. I do want to welcome, you're going to notice you might notice a couple new names under the articles. This article is from Jakey D. He will be overtaking MMA, NASCAR, and PGA content. Myself, Roto Braden, I will be taking over MLB and NFL, once those are back. And then we have a third writer, DFS Champ. He'll be overtaking the NBA and NHL if they do come back. So a lot of things going on. A lot of just exciting things happening here at fantasyteamadvisors.com. So with this, we're going to go over the article. We're going to go over the drivers that we like, and then we're going to go over our DFS tool completely free for you. So all you have to do is definitely check it out. Again, any questions, either comment down below or email me, support@fantasyteamadvisors.com. So as you can see, we've got the Alsco uniforms 500 tonight, 8 Eastern, I believe. We're back. We are excited. This will be the 4th Cup race since returning on May 17th. And in 10 days, it's been nuts. They'll once again be at Charlotte Motor Speedway, which they were on Sunday. We did have a wild finish on Sunday. Jimmy Johnson came in 2nd place, but afterwards he was disqualified. And he was disqualified. And on FanDuel, how the scoring goes, if they don't pass their post-race inspection, they go back to the back of the pack. Jimmy Johnson ended up 40th in there. I do know the winning lineup, which I saw for $100,000, had Jimmy Johnson in there. I'm not sure if he lost money. I know a lot of people got money back or FanDuel points back. So if you haven't checked your account, go check it out. There is a chance you may have gotten paid if you didn't have Jimmy Johnson in your lineup. So that being said, guys, again, if you're not a member of FTA Plus, no worries, you can sign up here. If you want to win a free month of FTA Plus, all you have to do is use the FanDuel or DraftKings links. Sign up and email us proof that you signed up with us, and we will give you a month for free. So I just want to kind of preface this by saying the lineup construction. It's a little bit different than your normal sports, but we are looking. Some of you have never played NASCAR DFS, and it really shows. Looking at this, FanDuel and DraftKings is a little bit different here. On DraftKings, you need to find those 2 drivers that are bound to get a ton of fantasy points, also known as dominators. These dominating NASCAR drivers are the ones that possibly are going to lead the most amount of laps. Hopefully they win, but at least they lead the most amount of laps, and hopefully they get you the fantasy points that you need. And then you can build around with other solid drivers once you pay up for about those 2 dominators. And on FanDuel, finding the best lineup consists of the drivers that will lead laps, and even the fastest laps give you fantasy points. So that's kind of a little bit different. You might not be used to it, but we are here hopefully to help you out. So then, looking at the driver breakdowns here, I wanted to give a pricing note there's a pricing note to go on. DraftKings has gone absolutely bananas with pricing. Guys like Jimmy Johnson, Clint Boyer, Denny Hamlin are hard to get a ton of exposure to. We do have exposure to them, but they're so high priced. It's going to be hard to find a competitive lineup if you're only a person that makes one or two lineups. So if you make multiple lineups, for sure you can get one or two of those guys in there and build around it. But I just wanted to let you know there are a ton of great drivers between 15 to 20 range, starting range, which we can focus on because, like I said, let's say you get a guy who's starting 20th, he moves forward to lead the pack, you're going to get those differential points as well. So moving on to the drivers, we're looking at the Dominators here. So these are who Jakey D likes the most. Alex Bowman, and he's put his prices up there. FanDuel 12,200, DraftKings 8,700 there. You have to love him as an early dominator to rack up the fantasy points. He is starting second, so he can easily go into first place and lead a bunch of laps. He's only a 600 betting favorite, meaning he's one of the best bets to win, and we'll show you the bets at the end of this. He did finish 19th on Sunday at this exact track, and he did lead the most amount of laps on Sunday. He got a ton of fantasy points. I honestly wouldn't be surprised either, along with Jake, if he ended up, taking the checkered flag and winning you, hopefully helping you bring home that bacon. Another one here, William Byron, he's 10,700 on FanDuel and 8,500 on DraftKings. And these are his RotoWire notes that were on FanDuel. NASCAR's doing a field inversion again, just like they did for Darlington's doubleheader last week. They're inverting the top 20 finishers from Coca-Cola 600 for the starting grid. Byron had a good speed but finished 20th Sunday night, so that is why he is leading, and he's got the pole position here. Hopefully he does better, but we looked at his numbers in his last 5 races here. He's finished 20th on Sunday, in 2019 8th, 2018 5th, 2017 7th, and 2016 17th respectively. And looking at that, he could be in the same lineup with Bowman, and you could get the fantasy points you need. You should be able to build around him. I honestly would not be surprised if Byron is in the top $100,000 first place lineup at the end of the night. We got Martin Truex Jr. FanDuel is 14,000, DK is 9,400. I mean, he has had the most success at this track. He dominated last on Sunday. He raced. He started in 8th, finished in 6th. He led 87 laps of 405. He has a ton of success at this track, like I said. There's a reason he's priced pretty high here. If you're into making multiple lineups, I would honestly try to get a combination of 2 of these 3 dominators in those lineups. But just remember, this is a kind of a shorter race than what we're used to. That is why it's starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. He's starting in 15th place, so he honestly needs to get up ahead. But if he does, I don't see a reason as to why he can't be in one of your winning lineups tonight. Then we move on to mid-tier drivers here. Chase Elliott, he's 13,000 on FanDuel, 9,700 on DraftKings. If you haven't been paying attention, he's been one of the hottest drivers of the year so far. Not only in the Cup Series, but we saw him in the Xfinity Series. We saw him in the Truck Series. He's been dominating. He still has yet to push himself into victory lane, but had he not, at the end of the race with caution on Sunday, he was leading the race. If he had not pitted for 4 fresh tires, he probably, and I say that, probably would have taken the checkered flag in that one. So it's unfortunate for him, but I do love his price. He is starting in 19th position. Right there should tell you something. Love Chase Elliott here. 19th, he can push his way to first place and get you those fantasy points, get the position differentials there. I absolutely love Chase Elliott tonight. Ryan Blaney, another one, 10,400 on FanDuel, 7,900 on DraftKings. Might be one of my favorite plays on the entire slate. I do think he'll be under-owned compared to the other drivers. I love him starting 18th. That's another one. I told you, between 15th and 20th position, got a lot of drivers that we really like. Looking at that, he finished in 3rd place on Sunday at the exact track we're at. Did not lead it a lap at all and got 90 fantasy points. Think he could Ryan Blaney. Think he could easily do that again tonight. For his price, I absolutely love him on DraftKings. I don't mind him on FanDuel either if you want to pay down instead of paying up for like Truex or Elliott. And then a few other drivers that we are looking at. Like I said, they are priced pretty high, but you can get one or two in lineups if you make multiple lineups. I love Denny Hamlin, Clint Boyer, Jimmy Johnson, Ryan Newman, and Daniel Suarez. Only GPP, really of a punt play since he's so cheap. But just pay attention there. Kind of a little bit worried about him, but not 100% worried. Then we got your, if you're into sports betting, if you're into looking at dominating, you can check out our NASCAR DFS lineups. They are posted by the time this video goes live. They will be posted on the website for tonight. So here you go, guys. Here are the betting strategies here. As you can see, everyone's plus. Martin Truex is 450, and that's the best odds to win. Chase Elliott's 500. Bowman 600, Kyle Busch 625, Kevin Harvick 900, and Jimmy Johnson 1,000 to round out the top 6. If you want to check all of them out, please click the link down below. That is today's article, and the more people that click the link, the more views we get. I know you guys want to see this NASCAR content. If you want to throw maybe $5 on a Timmy Hill at 250,000, I believe that'll $5 will turn into 12,500. The chances of him winning obviously very, very low, but again, NASCAR, anything can happen. The big guys can wreck out. That is why the lineups are a little bit more volatile than maybe you're wanting, but that is where we're at looking at betting. NASCAR is a little bit different. If you have never bet in your life before, definitely check it out. So, if anyone has any questions about this article, please email us, support@fantasyteamadvisors.com. You can check out the NASCAR content here. We've got the tool, the cheat sheet, the lineups, and the results. So I'm going to show you the results real quick. This is going to be a running results so far for the Cup Series. If we do get into trucks and stuff like that, we'll put those in there as well. But you should be able to see once the web page loads. It is just a Google sheet. And we'll put if the lineups cached for us, we'll put it in green. If they did not, we'll put it in red. Be very transparent for you. I know a lot of the other websites who sell lineups or anything like that, they don't show you the losses. They only show you the wins. We're going to show you both. We've been very transparent with you guys for years. We've been around since 2014, and I've told you time and time again, if you've been around, we will show you the good and the bad. We're not just going to show, I mean, there are people on Twitter, they only tweet out their wins, and that's it. They won't show the losses. That is what makes us different than, let's say, the quote-unquote pros out there that do not show you it. So that being said, you can check that out. And also, if you go to NASCAR and DFS tools, we've got this for you. What we've done is we put the drivers in there. This is our tool sheet here. So we've what we've done is we've gone ahead and filtered it throughout how the drivers are, starting position all the way down. So as you can see, just all the way through, Jimmy Johnson at 40th with William Byron at 1. We put their betting odds there. Now, by the time you watch this video and maybe go check out the betting odds, they could have changed a bit. So that is something to pay attention to. We've got the salaries there for you, and then their track history of finishes. So as you can see, as you can see, you're just kind of looking there. Any questions, let me know. I do believe Reed Sorensen is out. I think I can't figure out why he didn't. I'd have to look, but that is something to look at. So you can see the finishes there all the way. And you can also click the Google sheet right here, and that'll take you right to this. It'll open up a little bit bigger. But you can see their recent races, how many they've done, how many races they've won, their top 5s, top 10s, how many pole positions, total laps this year, laps led, average start, average finish, and total miles driven. So that hopefully gets you into the mindset of racing can help you out just as well. So that's all I've got for you guys. If you have any questions at all, please email me, support@fantasyteamadvisors.com, or more so, like the video here, subscribe if you have not, comment down below. Again, if this video gets 25 likes, I will throw out a FanDuel and DraftKings GPP lineup, and I'll pin it in the comment section down below. That's all I've got for you guys. Good luck today, and as always, bring home that bacon, guys. Peace.